Oh shit, man! Look, no. I'll tell you what's going on. Well, let me touch base with everyone else, cause I'm gonna tell you what's going on. Now, I've been trying to get here for. I've been working on it. Yeah, but no. Yeah, I've been trying to. What we're gonna do? We're gonna stay out to the market. They don't want us in the market. We can stay on the outskirt. Yep. We can stay on the outskirt. I'm telling you, fireworks. Hey, you know what it is? Hey, yeah, my mic situation. Yeah, for my. I know if you're waiting, but what we can get into? Sure. What they allow us to get into. Cool. Yeah. Anyway, that's beside the point. I'm gonna tell you. Oh, my dreads. Oh, I like those. Oh, shave. I like that too. Maybe. Yeah. Cut my hair? No, not doing that yet. Yeah. Makeup? Yeah. Maybe. I like the rough things though. I think, yeah. Some ladies like it, some don't. Yeah. Anyway, treadmill. We'll talk about treadmill. Yep. No, I was trying to get to like the caveman, like, look. Yeah. So when I come up, like a businessman in the cave, in the bushes. So like, yeah, with my jacket and tie on, and I just come out to just bushes, like, in my jacket and tie suit. That's kind of weird. It happens. It's a transition to life. Yeah. I'll be on my jacket and tie on, and I'll be looking sparkling good. And then I just walk out to the bushes like that. Yep. What we're gonna look at? Stocks. We're staying outside, but we can look around. It's that time of the year. Yeah, crayons. I call it crayons. Yeah. I'd have to call it something because they would have to catch up with me anyway. So I stay ahead of the game of them. Yep. Crayons. Brown ones. They don't have the brown crayons though. You have to get that from the sunlight. Yeah. I'll tell you. Yeah. They don't have the brown crayons like that. No. We get small dosages when you're a baby. The doctor said. Yeah. Only the doctor see when we get the small doses. Yep. When the baby, some that don't can't. Some that can't stand that noise, that crying. Yeah, and then I'm thinking for 18 years, shoot, and the crying gets way annoying when they get older too. I know, they come out crying like that. Like you provoke them or something. The doctors are funny. Sometimes the doctors slap them on when the ones are not. No, they're so mean. They're so mean. Yeah, because if the baby if the baby come out silent, like, yes, then you hear the doctor in his own, we gotta make sure. And then one pop, and then you hear that cruel. That's the cruelest cry ever and sound that someone. I know, like, they're getting such a temper to, like, yeah, they're fixing to blow a vein that they don't even have yet. No. We're going to look at the market. No, not in the market. We're staying out of that. We're going to find something. A treadmill. Let's talk about treadmill. Today, it's 10. Ooh, I wonder if it's the right time. They like to play games. Yeah. I know. So I walk with my calendar on my back. and my almanac. Yeah, I start they like to play games, so what I do, I just get my almanac and just start on and strap it to my back, and my calendar and my almanac, so that way it's like no in real land I'll know. I may not know. Well, I get a map too, just so I can find the direction in different places. But anyway, thank you for hanging out with me. And yeah, I was sitting there at 8:30. Yeah, and I was here, but then no one else was. I was waiting for you guys to get here. I'm kidding. No, I'll tell you what happened. I had to walk to work. No, I don't think that story worked. Hey, you ever work in some place and then like when some workers come in and tell you some story that you don't, and you telling the story and you probably don't like. I wonder if you really want to hear that story. No, I'm gonna tell you what's funny. Listen, they come in crying like, oh, my tire blew out. Like, no, I'm gonna tell you what happened. The employees, they come in, yeah. The one that, yes, yeah, the employees, the good ones and the bad ones, yeah. Some will be on time every day. I was on time every day, but they had to set the clock ahead of time and treat me, so I'll be early. Yeah, some employees, yeah, they'll be like, my tire blew out. Like, no, ooh, and then they'll be up partying all night. Yeah, and the next one will come in. Oh, my baby got sick. And another baby. Yeah, and then the next one will come in. On the way, they're thinking, what am I really going to say? Oh, I had to go get my boyfriend from work. That's 3 of them right there. Up to no good. I know. I've seen them doing it, but I tried not to get involved with their thing. And then the manager, that goes one through his ears and out the other one. And mad at the same time because they have to be covering everything like they really work hard anyway. No. Treadmill, man, what a life, what a journey. You know, once they say being in a treadmill for life, past and the present, you know. But we need each other regardless, and we need each other. We always do. We always will. Yeah, I am pretty sure. As rich men up there sitting there, they always paint a picture like the rich man is sitting on a big chair up there, and it don't really work like that. No, they're sitting at the floor. When they rent a boat and stuff, it's not theirs. They rent it. Can you imagine how much the taxes on that? Rich men ain't silly. You think they're silly? They're gonna buy something that's gonna sit down and the cost and of upkeep. They'll rent it. Now the poor class might think, oh my God, they have a yacht. You heard the name yacht. Something that don't sounds like something that you keep for a long time. Anyway, I know. But let's see what we're gonna get into. Treadmill. What a life. What a journey. We need each other. Yeah, poor. Because rich guys needs us too. I don't want to say rich because that's so overrated. Like the different class group need each other to balance us out. I don't know. You know, what do you think? Do you think the poor don't envy the rich? They only wish they had more. No, because some poor people is content with their life, and they're content with, and that's you know, that's a gap right there. It's such a gap, and no wonder only 5%. Because you spend a lifetime working to achieve wealth, a lifetime. You know that minus birthdays, holidays, relationships. That puts a gap in everything. You get a gap right there, like just a gap open. Fireworks, man, I am telling you, on the treadmill of life. You think you're running, going farther, but you just like in one place. The treadmill of life, a journey within a journey. Well, I'm gonna tell you. Let's see what. Ooh, cool. Let's see what's going on. If I look up on Google and I don't see any picture, somebody's gonna be. That's a cruel move. Because that's a cruel move. That's very cruel. I'm gonna look right now and see. If I don't see nothing and go, I'm a cruel. I don't know that it's a cruel participant of different a network of cruel fans. Cruel. I tell you, very cruel. Cruel. No, that's not fair. I don't know why we do that either. That is not fair at all. No. The treadmill of life, a journey within a journey. The avenues. Yes. The avenues. The treadmill of life. You stand in one spot, one place running. In one place running. You stay in one spot running. One spot. That's the treadmill. We spend a time on the treadmill and we find ways how to exit the treadmill. We find different ways how to exit the treadmill. You stand in one place on the treadmill. That's a journey. A story within a story itself right there. That's our life. A treadmill of life. A treadmill. Were you ever on the treadmill? Are you still on the treadmill? How do we get off the treadmill? How do we get off the treadmill? How do you get off the treadmill? How do we get off the treadmill? Is it possible? Is it worth getting off? At some point, we have to get off. At some point, we do get off the treadmill. The treadmill of life. The treadmill of life. We get off, we reset, we get back on. The treadmill. You know, if you're sitting at home right now and you're thinking to yourself, does this make sense? Does it? Were you once on the treadmill? Were you ever on the treadmill? Do you ever feel like you're on the treadmill? We look different ways to get off the treadmill each and every day. See, the rich man has the treadmill in his home. He gets on when he wants to and gets off. The less the financial, less impoverished, they stay on the treadmill. We all know what it's like to be on the treadmill of life. So many of us try to get off the treadmill of life. We work really hard to get off the treadmill of life. But you have to keep going. You have to. That's the only way to get off the treadmill of life. Yeah. People run from all corners of the world and come here and get on the treadmill. And still trying to get off the treadmill. Some are find success in getting off the treadmill, but some of us don't. Some of us are still on the treadmill trying. Yeah, I was on the treadmill too. I just figured out, you know what? I have to get off of this thing because, yeah, my tolerance for that was not equipped. No, I'm kidding. No, man, I don't know why I do this at times, like seriously, because I'm really serious, but then I find a way to put some things in it that I am not supposed to put in it in a serious situation. By the way, throw that over the bank and we'll start again. The treadmill that we on, the treadmill of life. But I can say though, I am extremely I'm gonna tell you this. This is interesting. So I went for a workout one day, and when I went for a workout, I walked, I run, and then I came, and while I was going, I stopped for a minute and I said to myself, man, I wonder what's the best thing can come out of this. And I started writing something like the aftermath of COVID. I don't know where it's at. Yes. I start writing the aftermath of COVID. Start to write that. Because I was at a place to where I could start. That's when you start to you start to regrow. You know, because like when the plague came and destroyed, and the Israelites were moving, like if Pharaoh had stopped for a minute and think to himself, well, how can I let's not stop the movement. Let's try to build. That first thought that came to mind to show is the wrath of his strength. If he had because look how much chariot did he lose, and horses and soldier in pursuing what was already in motion and was a time of change. And if he had like backtracked to possibly listen to his wife, or because I'm pretty sure his wife would be like, or a counselor, but depends on the counselor at times too, because they always have counselor. I would give them, words of wisdom. I'm kidding. Listen, by the way, if he had backtracked, because look how much he had lost. Now, if he had possibly opened the gate for them to return, then he would have exceeded. He'd win in an indirect way, possible, but the treadmill. How many of us are on the treadmill, and what it's like being on the treadmill? And when will the time come that you can get off the treadmill? That's the day we look forward to. That's the time we look for a change within our life, a change within ourselves when we get off the treadmill. I told you, getting out to the combusted chamber, it goes right back to where this started, Even if you can't get off the treadmill physically, you can at least get off the treadmill mentally. Yeah, some people would call it brainwash possible, the chain possible. I mean, they would have different names for the same scenario. But anyway, how do you get off the treadmill? This is what this is about right now. And are you on the treadmill? And I can identify this. Is this able to put some kind of re-energize you in some way to keep pursuing the landscaping business as a start? It's a start. Stop it. Yes, it's not forever. It's an then after the landscaping business, then you can move to a painting job, and now you have two businesses. Stop it. Yes, 1 and 2, and just a small way of that will give you 1 foot off the treadmill. You have one on there still, but yes, you have 1 foot off the treadmill. Yes, in the matter. Now you can start this business now if you want to, if you have the finance for it, because this will continue. This kind of weather will continue to August. So June, July, August. We only have 3 months. Well, it's a start, but you can't wait till next year, so you avoid paying the storage fee, because that will creep up pretty soon if you don't have your own home or your own storage supplies. Are you on the treadmill? I mean, in businesses too, and whatever big business is, you can be on the treadmill still. Yeah. When I say treadmill, maybe deep in debt, but how could you get off this? How do you? Are you on the treadmill? 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 How? I want to tell you, it's most challenging for the people or corners of the world who come here and get on the treadmill. Yes. They're up 4 in the morning on the treadmill till 11 and 12 at night, still on the treadmill. But we have to stay on the treadmill and keep running, because one day one day. One day you will have your own treadmill that you can get off and get on when you please. How many of us, how many of you are still? And what's your idea? What's your thoughts to get off this treadmill that run in the same spot forever? No, you can do this. Yes, you can do this. I got full confidence. You can do this. Yeah, you may think, well, how you know? Well, I got confidence that you can do this. I know you can do this. I know you can. I know you can. I know you can. The treadmill. The aftermath. The aftermath. I sit and I think I was going to work out and I was thinking, what's the best? What's the best? I don't know how many people had that idea or that thought. What's the best could come out of it? No. It's a life lesson. It's such a life lesson. It is for me, though, to experience it. And to experience it here. So it goes back to what I say. If you can wake up at 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 in the morning and take a warm shower, you don't know how important that is to some people across the world. If you can wake up at 5 a.m. in the morning and step straight from your room into your bathroom to have the simplest thing. It is so simple. And remember the key word, priceless. I want you to stay with that topic, right? Priceless. It's a priceless. It's priceless, but it sounds so low in cost. It sounds like it's nothing, but at the same time, it's high in value for your emotion. It's high in value for your feelings. It's high in value for how your day will start. But it's high in value for millions across the world. Priceless. And it's simple. It is simple. It is so simple. Through the valleys and the terrains of the mountains, through the winding turn and curves and the monstrous hills of the Great Smoky Mountain, into the towns and the small surrounding city, I said to myself, I wonder what good could come from this. Through the valleys and the terrains of the mountains, through the winding turn and curves on the monstrous hills of the Great Smoky Mountain, into the towns and the small surrounding city of this historic land. With many history of the place and the people, it's also a place that many call home. People are corners of the world. What could come from it? I call it the aftermath. The good from the aftermath. The aftermath. What good? What good? And what good is people from other parts of the world are experiencing that I don't know, but I've experienced good from that scenario and from that situation, and others also experience good through the experience of my experience or your experience. So it's really, this story is just really amazing, because the way I just said it with Pharaoh, and if he didn't pursue and he would lose all with a second guess of himself, then it's amazing, man. I don't know. That's really, yeah. There was no war, and it's really crazy. I don't know how these things work. I really don't. But what's the best could come from it? That's the only question. That's the only good, that's because I was thinking to myself, there has to be something, there has to be something that good will come out of this. It had to be, but I could not understand at the time what good would come from it. But while I was walking to the gym, I was thinking to myself, there has to be something. I cannot pinpoint it this very minute, but it has to be something good. What it's like for you to be on a treadmill. Like I said, if you think you've seen the best of you, you wait. If you think you've seen the best of you, wait until you get on the other side. Priceless. A priceless story. A priceless time. A priceless event. It was low. We had great return in value for people. Priceless. And if you're going through a reset at this time, I like reaching out to those fans that are going through a reset. We say reset with no stigma attached to it. Now, we need to shred that word. That's a crime. We need to shred that word. That is a crime. That's a crime. We need to shred that word, because those people who reset and are able to have a second chance in what this life should and is about. Priceless. 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 Fireworks. Only if you're off today. No, I was priceless. Are you the Moses in the basket? Are you the rose that grew from the concrete? Are you one of the brave ones? All those characters are brave souls. All the Moses, the brave soul. The rose that grew from the concrete, the great brave soul. The explorers, the brave souls. Are you on the treadmill? The treadmill of life. The treadmill of life. The treadmill. The treadmill of relationships that feels like it's an unending journey. Isn't it funny how relationships and of the human and the financial relationships that attach itself to us as human, it's such a challenging journey. A story within a story, a journey within a journey itself. Each and every day we go out, we are on the treadmill of life, to the core of your stomach, to the core of your heart. And the strength for your community, and the strength and the energy for what you believe in as people. The treadmill of life. The treadmill of life. The treadmill of relationships. The treadmill of finance. Is there great companies that's out there that you can only imagine the owner and the founders that feels like they're on a treadmill trying to balance and keep up with the budget, and so it's in every aspect of this journey of life. It no matter what you are, what trades you do, but we all try to get off the treadmill. We do. A story within a story, and this is a journey within a journey. For the mom that's at the house after the kids are at school, or for the family and the people who set the pace. You know, I used to sit and watch Oprah Winfrey show, and it was a changing of the world for them, for there at that time. Yeah. That's why you have to admire actors and hip-hops and the new musicians and the music industry, because the game changed. And I say, where's the manual? And you say, who is this guy? Ooh, cool. That is a crime to even ask who's this guy. And there is a reason why I say, where's the manual? And I cannot pinpoint the exact reason why I say, where's the manual? But I want you to look at it this way. Check it out this way. entertainers didn't have a way to venture into acting, and they couldn't venture into bigger roles than just the role of the street life. Now, they've set it away and they've learned a way because there was something else possibly missing, and so they won. And once the doors open from singing to acting, and the different, in even sports, you can go from just an athlete to now an actor or actress, which in the acting world they would probably find it a little infringement on what actor and actress had went to school for to achieve that career in that field. But it's stemmed from when you say, where is the manual? It's the culture of not able to understand the culture of investment or investing, and it's not from a financial aspect. It's not from a relationship only point of view. Where is the manual? And it's because, and they found a way to override something that should be there possible. And so they found the creative idea to override by trying to exit themselves off the treadmill, because in the music industry it would become a milestone, it become a landmark of a treadmill situation for them, and to exit that, to win their freedom from the treadmill of that industry and what it came with. So when I say where's the manual, and I cannot understand why I even say where's the manual, and maybe I feel like there's something else besides the Bible that should have been in existence or should have been there, or I don't know. It's just a very compelling and challenging question. I guess maybe it's just through my way of growing, and I found a way to ask a question that maybe someone like myself shouldn't be asking, or maybe it's within my genetic or gene to ask a question like this, whichever. But it feels like they overrode they override the mindset of, because they were asking the same question, but they were looking for a direction. They were looking for somewhere to, and so they found an avenue without a manual, sort of. And the ones who opened the door for that realized that these doors can also open for them to explore more. And so entertainers, and if you, and when I say I backtrack to artists before now who didn't have the idea or the clue they didn't have the idea nor the clue. They were just stopping the leak with their fingers. They didn't have the idea nor the clue how to build or dug the well to have unlimited supply of water, so they stayed on the treadmill. But my name is Taz Fireworks. I'll get back with you in a little bit. Oh, I'll get back with you at 11 o'clock. Fireworks.